in Nigeria are always on the lips of the citizens.
What's going on in this country? Look at smaller countries taking lead and you call yourself giant of Africa. Yeah.
Why my business too much? Nigeria is too hard for us. I mean, I want to kill us. Why they not kill us for Nigeria? Please, help us beg them.
They should reduce their expenditure so that they can free enough money for social development.
I wish for a Nigeria where we elect a leader based on competency and not popularity.
On the Diamond Breakfast Show, we place the spotlight on the critical issues in the country.
Government that says they are broke can prioritize construction of an additional runway over education of the people.
How can a government, how can you hold in domain? I mean, it's intolerable. It's provocative.
Now, you see, when you look at our democratic journey, we are yet to practice genuine democratic system in Nigeria.
Join us on Mondays to Friday on the DVS from 9 to 10 a.m. The Diamond Breakfast Show, amplifying the voice of the people. From the studios of Diamond 88.7 FM in Loring, this is the Diamond Breakfast Show.
Yes, of course, welcome to the Tuesday edition of the Diamond Breakfast Show on this day, the 17th day in the month of March 2026. And it's exactly 7 minutes come past the hour of 9. A very wonderful morning to you. Thank you for staying with us and welcome to the program. My name remains NEDU OKORIE. My friends call me Mazio Dogu. Since you are my friend, you can call me Mazio Dogu. All right, this morning, as usual, we'll be taking a look at interesting topics. But first, we'll take a look at issues surrounding insecurity in Nigeria. Then we'll move on to politics. Yes, and it is very alarming that we keep on talking about insecurity day by day, but we hope that those at the helms of affairs are actually doing something about it. Yesterday, we got a report from the Borno State Police Command, and they confirmed that 23 people lost their lives and 108 others were injured following a series of coordinated bomb blasts in Maiduguri. And it was reportedly, the explosion reportedly occurred around past 7:24 p.m., and it targeted areas like crowded market areas, the gate of the University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital, and the post office flyover in Maiduguri. And after preliminary findings, authorities says that they suspect that it might be a suicide bomb attack. And elsewhere, I think also in Maiduguri, another attack occurred that same Monday, that same yesterday, in the morning, where gunshots were heard at the outskirts of the city. And people are talking. Many Nigerians have been expressing deep concern about this reoccurring security breach. And Maiduguri seems to have been the center of repeated attacks for a long time. Normally, it should be expected that a very thorough intelligence and surveillance system should have been put in place, very sophisticated one, since it has been occurring. It has, well, we can't say it is the hub of insecurity, but it happens over time there. But from reports and from what people are saying, it seems nothing at all is happening. But to discuss these issues this morning, I'm being joined by a public affairs commentator and analyst, Mr. Timitayo Olariwaju. You're welcome this morning.
Good morning, Edu. Good morning to all our listeners. It's great to be here.
A very wonderful morning to you. All right, let's look at this issue. Many are calling for more proactive measures rather than, reactive responses to issues of insecurity. But taking a look at Borno, it's been a long time we heard of issues surrounding suicide bombing. It shows that this fight against insecurity, it seems not to be stemming down. But some will say that compare this administration to that of the previous one, that more arrests or more fights or more wars has been won. What do you make of this, especially around this attack?
Yeah, thank you once again. Good morning to all our listeners.
You're welcome.
I think the coping mechanism for Nigerians is beginning to wear out, or it is going up another notch. Because for how long are we going to keep waking up to this sad news of people being unalived, people being killed on a daily basis? Something has got to give. We just can't continue on like this as a country. It's unfortunate because Maiduguri in the northeast used to be the hub for commerce. I served in Yobe State.
Okay.
I served in Yobe State about 18, 19 years ago. And Maiduguri is about 3-4 hours away from the village where I served.
Okay.
So it's somewhere I do go to. It was the hub for commerce in the northeast. Unfortunately, over the last decade and a half, it has become the hub, the epicenter for terrorism and terrorist activities. Such a sad tale, such a sad twist in the narrative of a once vibrant and beautiful cosmopolitan town. We all have our share of blame in where we are as a country, the government and the people. Because these terrorists, yes, there might be some foreign elements amidst them. And what I think has exacerbated the matter is the porosity of our borders, especially along the northern frontier, that allows criminal elements to move in and out. If you have seen the border in the north, it's so porous. Even in the south here, it's also very porous. So that is one of the factors. And then two, the reactive nature of not just government, but government agencies. Because when we say government, it's not just about those who have been elected or those who are in appointed positions.
Yeah.
Government agencies are manned. They are manned by Nigerians, the personnel within those agencies. They are also negligent in their duty. Yes, there may be some twist and turn, some bureaucratic bottleneck in carrying out their duties, but how proactive are those personnel manning these agencies? Because for every security agency, even for the ones that are not, how will I put it, what you call the amateur security agencies, the uniformed ones you see around, there is intelligence gathering. These are some of the core tenets, the basic tenets of a sound security system. Intelligence gathering, use of local intelligence. So where is all of this within the security apparatus of this country? Because these people who are carrying out these deadly activities, they live in and amidst our people. That is on the part of government. They are reactive rather than being proactive. But when it comes to political annihilation, they become proactive. Now for the people, the residents of all of these communities, why are they shielding these criminal elements? We really need to tell ourselves the truth.
Probably out of fear.
You could say that. A coward dies 1,000 times before the actual death. So why can't they be courageous and push out these people? So that means even the people themselves have some level of sympathy for these criminal elements. We cannot continue like this. It is affecting my own mental health. Now I'm afraid to open up news bulletins, just seeing the headlines alone. And for somebody who seeks knowledge, you don't just go by the headlines. You read the entire article. But in most cases, I'm worse off after reading. Why? Because it's all about death and death and death. This has got to stop. I've said it before, and I will keep repeating it. There are elements within the country, both state and non-state actors, who are profiting from this insecurity. And until we all rise up as a people, not just the government, as a people to say enough is enough. These people operate within our communities. So why are we shielding them?
All right, all right. Thank you so much, Mr. Lawal. Well, just like you rightly said, many other Nigerians have also pointed out to the fact that terrorism and banditry has become not just, some would say it's a political thing. Some would also say it is now a commercial venture on its own. It's now it's even sad to say it. Some would say it's an industry on its own, because a lot of people are cutting away millions of and billions of naira from kidnapping alone. And this incident of terrorism occurred in places we can regard as high-risk areas, marketplaces, in front of a teaching hospital, in busy places. And it has happened over time. One would also say that when things happen, you find solutions so that it won't occur again. This is the normal thing to do. And we find out that intelligence gathering is also depreciating. Some would say that with this kind of areas, what should be expected from citizens? Because you've mentioned that they are complicit in all this.
Yes, they are.
In exposing them, what is actually expected of them to do? Those who reside in these high-risk areas I'm talking about.
Thank you very much. Those who reside in these high-risk areas should be much more vigilant. Because the price for freedom is eternal vigilance. If you want to live free, then you must always be observant.
Yeah.
You must keenly observe your environment. You must always anticipate when things are about to go wrong. Yes, we all have different or varying degrees of sensitivity. But as a people, we should reorientate ourselves to know that a criminal is a criminal, irrespective of their ethnic background, irrespective of their social status, irrespective of their political leaning, irrespective of their religious inclination. A criminal is always a criminal. And so a terrorist will always remain a terrorist. So for the people, they should stop shielding them under the robe of our brothers.
They will repent.
They will see. That is another goof by government. I will get to government side. But for the people, we need to start exposing this criminal element within our societies. For our society to be peaceful, for our society to progress, because where there's no peace, there can be no progress. So, and chaos does not breed any form of development or progress. What chaos breeds is disorderliness. That is for the people. And for the government, it is known, even in quite peaceful areas of the country, that when you give intelligence to some security agencies, they can eventually snitch on you. That has got to stop. We've had cases like that in the past. They should treat intelligence reports with the urgency and the importance it deserves, without compromising their source or their sources.
All right.
So that way, we can both collaboratively nip this insecurity in the bud, because it is becoming so embarrassing. It started out as, I believe, as a political tool. I may be wrong. It started out, that's the way I view it, that it started out as a political tool, but now it is now an economic tool. So much so that it can even be considered as a component of our GDP.
Wow.
Yes. If you see the amount of funds that exchange hands in this criminal enterprise, it is enough for it to be considered as a component of our GDP.
All right. Everyone has his or her own opinion regarding issues that is going on in our country, but this is the issue surrounding insecurity, and no one is expected to actually politicize issues like this, wherever angle or whatever angle anyone sees it from. The main point or the main thing is to tackle it. The main thing we are all looking for is solutions. But still talking about solutions, we'll be taking reactions from you, our listeners at home. The number to call is 0913-655-6952. But before then, let's go on this commercial break. I'll be right back.
kí n lè gbára má dáhùn pépéré ni mo ṣe ń lo Gascol. Ìgúnpẹ̀ burúkú àti inú kíkún. Gascol ni oògùn tó dára tó máa ra jí pépé. Kò yẹ ká jẹun kó má lè digest o. Eré sálátù aláti àtayọ. Gascol nínú bá ti ń kan mí. Máa tètè gbé. Relief full comfort. Gascol kò bàlá bí àgbàwẹ̀ mi. Máa tètè gbé. Gascol antacid ó dára ká máa lò bàbá jíjẹ tààrí tàbí ká ṣírí fọ́. Gascol antacid iléeṣẹ́ Fitson Healthcare PLC ló ṣe é. Gascol fast relief full comfort.
Bí àyípadà ò bá sí lẹ́yìn ọjọ́ kẹta, lọ rí dókítà rẹ o.
Bedobin iron and care, be good for your body, yeah. Are you not aware? Polyback be day for there. Now your daily friend, for your blood, be 10 over 10. Oh yes. Feel your bed, join the way on party test. Blood builder for everybody, healthy body for everybody, Bedobin, product of Fitson Healthcare.
You need it's 98.7 FM.
Hey, welcome back to that commercial break. You're still listening to Diamond Breakfast Show, and I've been speaking with Mr. Olariwaju Timtayo Lawal, and we've been discussing the issues of insecurity. And as regards the recent incident that occurred yesterday in Borno State, where it was reported that suicide bombers exploded or detonated bomb in strategic areas in Maiduguri. The number to send your message is 0913-655-6864. All right. 0913-655-6952. That's the number to call. I've got some couple of messages here. This one is from Kolade Ayinde S. from Amsterdam, is saying that taming insecurity in Nigeria, the government should tame insecurity and corruption through access to basic social services. Government should settle all outstanding salaries, gratuities, and pension immediately. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for that message. All right. 0913-655-6864. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning, Uncle.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Good morning, ma'am.
Actually, this is a Professor Sayodele speaking from Airport Ilorin.
Thank you.
In fact, it's very sad to hearing another issue in killing in Borno State, the holy city. But we see all our leaders. So please, set up again and do more on solutions, creating more jobs than people looking for jobs. Don't stop extra spending. People spend 100,000 in fact. They should stop it. They should create jobs. They should do meaningful empowerment more. Right. I wish Mr. President journey back from his state.
Thank you. All right. This message is from Femi from Amsterdam. It says, good morning, NEDU and our analyst. It's so sad to hear about the situation of the nation. Government agencies seem to be the main problem in this nation. When the newly appointed defense minister once suggested border construction, guest mentioned criminal element. What about Gumi's statement last week, which was just treated as normal? I'll just conclusively submit that Nigerian government lacks value for lives. All right. Hello, good morning. All right, we seem to be having issues with the phone line. 0913-655-6952. Hello, good morning. All right.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Government from Black Journey.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Let us to the truth. Government said this in the government. They know this where they are. And they know their name. Let government go there, provide them, and make sure their name. Look at me now.
Okay.
This public, let us not connect with these people. Don't collect money from them anymore. Expose them. Government is right that make people be good. Once on the wounded in the same country. We are ready to discuss every day. Musuru, Musuru. Oh, she will definitely population are reduced and study. Go there, go on for budget. You know their names and you know where they are. Go there, don't need a variety anymore.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Godwin. All right, this one says, good morning, NEDU. Good morning, the guests. I don't think it is proper to say that the government is not doing anything concerning security. The problem of insurgency is not that easy to subdue. Terrorists have no specific target. They can do their damage anywhere, anytime, unlike the security agencies that have specific targets. The attacks that have been thwarted is far more than the successful ones. I am happy that our guest has also pointed out the roles of saboteurs. Those the security agencies are protecting are more loyal to these enemies of peace than those protecting them. They help them with logistics and money. This war can be brought under control if we all agree to take it. Thank you so much. Hello, good.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name? Call it, please.
This is Samuel.
Oh, you're welcome, Samuel.
You know, the point our problem is that we did not place value on that. That's not our greatest country in this country. And again, we just need to rise up for our security. Because we actually need more than this. So what are we doing? We take to start. You know, like the Minister of Defense, if we are these people, we see foreign currency with them. What are they doing with these people? Because you stand up, if you kill, you must be killed.
All right.
So if you do not do that, you are just wasting your time. This thing will be my people as a defense I've been saying the person. You know, it's not just the government has to stand up. And our governor, each state government, is enough is enough. This money given to them, the federal government. They should do they should get
Thank you for your contribution, Officer Mutu. Well, still talking about insecurity, many have attributed all to a lot of things. Many said, like these friends have said, that the insecurity got worse when Nigeria was announced as a country of concern. And many have also attributed to the statistics of 2027. Is there any connection with all this?
It used to be drawn into pedestrian assumption, or it's a pedestrian conclusion. And I'm not surprised. I am not. First let me address what one of the commenters said, that I didn't say to do anything. I'm saying they should do more. Okay. You say you should do more. That is on the one. And 16 of the president saying that's quite pedestrian to me, because if any of their immediate or remote family members are the brunt of this insecurity, they're not being equal to us because we declared the country of particular concern. Are we not a particular concern? These are numbers.
What numbers?
Over the last decade and a half, look at the number of avoidable deaths that we have had in this country. Officially, we are not at war, but unofficially, we are at war.
All right, let's take more reactions. This one says, it hurts to note that in spite of the huge amounts of money earmarked for defense in our annual budgets, the security system is in a sorry state. The government should wake up to purchase modern, sophisticated equipment for dealing with terrorists. In addition, the security personnel should be retrained and motivated. This is coming from Alagba Dari Kayode from Kulende, Ilorin. Thank you so much for that message. All right, still taking more reactions before we move on to our second conversation. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, NEDU.
Good morning. What's your name, please?
Comrade from Akaga.
You're welcome, comrade.
I'm pleased to beg our federal and government to start up. So people know that because you at least when they get a well, they keep my parents. We're happy tomorrow if I won't wake up. I will wake up in the if you will continue the goal. That's not that to beg our federal and government to start up security.
Thank you so much, Comrade Idris, for your contribution. Olani from Ilorin says, into the analyst presented the studio on issue of insecurity, I will say our law needs to be looked into. How will a criminal be arrested and still, call them suspect? This is why those guys are empowered. May God help us in this country. Good morning. Good morning. You're welcome.
And there's no single response. Somebody has come out to sanction what he said. Then there's just only somebody pending government. It didn't be there. They have been enough. We cannot be doing up to 20. So I don't know where we know people who are carrying this problem. And another component of it was that people are mostly people from us. They are the people supporting it. They are the people even saying, don't kill them, don't kill them, that are there. Let government, are they bearing government? Why can't the government do that? We will not pause. This is good people so that we can have peace. Government is there.
All right. Thank you so much, Elder Bambegi, for your contribution. Let's quickly move on to our second conversation. But let's move on to politics, and this one is an allegation from the ADC, the African Democratic Congress, ADC. They have alleged that the ruling party is actually stabilizing the party, and they are counting into the 2027 general elections. Looking at the INEC has fixed April 21 as the deadline for registration of members. May 30 as deadline for party primary resolution every district. It seems as though the PDP and the Labour Party are no more, just like Akpabio said. But now the ADC has laid they accuse them of plotting to president, the only contender. Oh, yes, the only contender. And another accusation is that they plot to destabilize the party by bringing in someone they have expelled out of the party, by bringing him not just to be a member, but to be the party chairman. That's about Mr. Few Bagome. But let's address this accusation.
How will I respond to this?
You might not be aware, but if this is actually true, or this isn't true, what's your take?
How do I respond to this without sounding like a member of the AD? Because they need to come out with more information. I'm talking about the ADC.
More proof.
There are certain things what this is saying, and I'll give a number of examples. In the case of the Labour Party, the issue of Lamidi Apapa was mind. This was a person that was expelled from the party, and yet went all the way, I think, to Supreme Court to derail, as it were. And that is the case of the erstwhile national chairman of the Labour Party.
Abure.
Yeah, Abure's tenure had effectively ended. Was it June or in August 2024?
Yes.
There was a court judgment that said his tenure has ended and that the party can go ahead to form a caretaker committee, the new executive committee.
Okay.
But do you know that in October of that year, in October of last year, INEC held an event, and Julius Abure appeared at that event, signed the attendance list as a chairman, and nobody in INEC was done that. Only for one election figure to move away from the party, and INEC said, "Oh, Mr. Julius Abure, you are no longer the chairman of the Labour Party." So all of this is a pointer to what I call the stifling of the opposition, and I maintain no democracy can survive without viable, acceptable opposition.
Okay.
Not opposition figures, we must be not just figures. We can say opposition figures if constitution permits it, then can be.
Okay.
However, so long as the platform with which you can come into any political office, elected political office, is through a political party,
yes,
then our democracy cannot be said to be good if there is no credible opposition political party. So now, the onus is on these opposition parties that I said they should provide more evidence. The onus is on them to always form a ring around their interest as a political party. And in doing that, they should ensure that the interest of their party subsumes their personal interest.
To main
they should be not.
Right. Well, concerning these claims and allegations, the APC and also the presidency have reacted to this. But the party's secretary, Malam, saying that right now there is no basis for any dispute in the party. That's if INEC is subjected to enforcing Mr. Gombe as national party chairman, then there might be a controversy within the party. But APC have reacted. They said they should go and fix whatever is going on in their house. But the PDP is also saying that this use of election going on is as a result of inducement. Inducement. That the party has induced, and even some were secured by force. Do you agree with that?
I don't want political. I don't like it. Any carry that.